Alright guys, I want to take some time and talk about the resident Shudette, Kirsche, who is once again angering all of the worst people. In this case, she is angering Redditors. Now, she is not very well liked on Reddit, but then again, who really is? Okay, anybody who has an opinion, even a hair length to the right of Mao Zedong, is an enemy of the Redditors. But
Rev looks so cute behind the Kirsche.
Absolutely golden thread. Okay, it really goes places.
It is. It really is golden.
I want to show you guys what's going on here. So Kirsche makes this post saying, "The people missing parts of their brain are mad at me and wanting me to never feel safe again. For checks notes, posting a book I bought due to it having a historical synopsis and knowing nothing about it or its author. Wonder what the approved literature list is."
Still insane!
And this is from the VTuber drama subreddit, which is an absolute wasteland, ladies and gentlemen.
The Kirsche on his head?
Tweet from Kirsche with her plushie here. And it says, "Kirsche flaunts book from pro-white ultra-nationalist and pro-apartheid thinker Andres Bernardus Dufries." And they
literally know nothing about that guy.
Very upset about this. They're mad about books, ladies and gentlemen. I thought these woke people loved reading
angry
banned books
about
and stuff
apples.
like that, you know, makes them some sort of a superhero, but not in this case, apparently. Let's read through the thread here. So, not to sugarcoat it, you guys want to start another harassment brigade, referring to another user saying it's about making someone like this feel as uncomfortable as possible, referring to Kirsche. This person says, well, she's been getting that, plus lost opportunities, plus doxing and threats for a while now. At this point, your public outcry is only feeding her resolve. And you can see -7 updoots, or I should say,
your retardation only makes me stronger.
7 down doots. I gotta get the Reddit language correct here. But yeah, they're really mad when they hear the truth, right? They're saying like, oh yeah, Kirsche, she's never been through it. Let's make sure she feels uncomfortable. Like, guys, you wackadoos have been coming after her for a long time. Like, you're already doing this.
True.
Very clearly. But
you're gonna see this on Trigger Points X, true.
People like her not deserving comfort or being permitted to settle into a space without pushback. Hope that helps. And then another totally not deranged individual says, people like her should not feel safe ever again for the rest of their life. This is a neutral statement. These people
They're so
are
fucking
deranged,
lost.
ladies and gentlemen. Introducing the good guys, the superheroes on Reddit, right? Doing their Marvel LARP here, thinking they're superheroes.
You're
but
totally
reality,
a
all they're
sane
doing
person.
Is harassing a woman nonstop and wanting to make sure she never feels comfortable again because she does the crime of wrongthink. But the Twitter thread covering all this continues to go places, okay? This user saying this guy doesn't seem to live in objective reality and just wants to start stuff.
Ma, look at the screenshot.
This post from the VTuber drama subreddit saying Kirsche responds to Reddit post with fears of safety and alluding to calls for violence, proceeds to showcase docs of someone mere hours ago. And then, oh, it continues. Responded to a post I made regarding her and attempted to create a false equivalency narrative live on stream to an audience of thousands. Good thing it was all recorded. Claiming I am a
I love how they say good thing it was all recorded as if I'm not live streaming on 4 different fucking platforms and I have dedicated archivists and I have an editor that makes clips out of this shit and I have KB, which KB does all of the tagging for the channel.
To calls for violence despite no such evidence existing. It's the same user who I believe said she should never feel safe again. What do you think someone means when they say someone should never feel safe again? Does that sound like a call to violence, or does someone reading a book feel like a call to violence?
Yeah, once again, this is all over a book that I know nothing about. It could be a white supremacist guy. I don't know. I ordered a bunch of books. Several of them written by black people, too. So I don't know what? I was like, the guy responded to my Twitter account And he was just like, well, where are the other pictures of the other books? She said she had them. Why'd she only post this one? Because I never said I had them. Literally, my tweet says the first one has arrived. The other ones are not here yet. What the All they can do is lie. It's crazy.
You, the viewer, decide. But this post continues on saying she deflects her criticisms by saying the post is engaging in false truths and lies. Not even a mere 2 hours after ego surfing and talking over the person making the arguments rather than to them, she proceeds to hop onto Kiwi Farms and showcase a live docs page of someone she doesn't like.
The evil Kiwi Farms. Woo!
Hypocrisy like this speaks to itself and showcase how dangerously OP is lying, especially when it's someone like her she does not care about. And Kirsche responds saying, oh, he's that weird Asmongold profile picture reply guy that lies about everything already. And don't worry, the weird Asmongold profile picture guy will show up in just a second. Right? I've seen that individual many times. He is the Caped Crusader. He is Reddit Batman. He just goes around on social media whining about a bunch of people that have wrongthink and goes to enormous lengths to make sure they don't feel safe. Right, but here's another user saying, you talking about that TK guy, he replied to you earlier, he replied to your earlier post, and I almost responded to it, but I figured I just let him mold into obscurity, which is based.
Yeah, right.
That is a good route, ladies and gentlemen. Let these psychos sometimes mold into the void.
Yep.
It's a fate
That's what he's been doing for like
for a lot of
months.
these people. But then Kirsche replies to that saying, yeah, the TK guy made the exact same tweet as the Reddit OP, despite there being no docs on the page. I was reading people clowning on him here, so I guess he had to go rile up an echo chamber he knows will do dirty work for him and start up harassment again. And this is the exact same post. So here's the Asmongold profile picture guy posting the same thing as the Reddit thread onto Twitter. So it's very obvious that's the same user. And of course, there they are! Totally not searching for everyone they hate constantly. How do you find stuff like this otherwise? Saying claims to have photos of the other books she was going to post, somehow post the only book that is essentially the Mein Kampf of South Africa. Who is regarded enough to believe someone that lies for ad revenue and Twitch donos?
What ad revenue am I getting, brother man?
Everybody wave to the tourists. Wave to the tourists. Hello, tourists.
They've said a lot of things about Kirsche lying and doxing people and doing all these heinous things. And there hasn't been one coherent piece of proof.
Yep.
Besides 90% of it just being like, trust me, the little bit of quote-unquote evidence they try to introduce doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even line up with their claims. It's actually insane. But of course, people continue on saying, LMAO, you want to talk about books? Here's your dictator simping and cosplaying Oshi, with Hassan soy-facing. Literally soy-facing.
Oh my god, he does.
Over Mao Zedong's Little Red Book. I will never forget this. This is the most pathetic moment in history. Pure propaganda slop from Hassan. Bootlicking dictators. Bootlicking a dictator responsible for tens of millions of his citizens starving to death, among other political executions and things like that. But then, Asmongold profile picture guy says, based as F. Also, the Little Red Book isn't viewed in the same lens as Mein Kampf is, as one is created for propaganda of Mao's government and communism, while the other is explicit rhetoric aimed at bringing the ending and destruction of an entire ethnic group. Hope this helps.
Hope this helps,
These people
brother.
lie as easily as they breathe.
True.
And also, look at the brutality here. 10,000 views, 0 likes. 10,000 people
That's fucking
scrolled
hilarious.
past this reply, and not a single one chose to like it. Not one person agreed. This isn't Reddit, homeboy. Okay, nobody is supporting this
Welcome to
wackadoo
the
speech
rice
over
fields,
here
motherfucker.
And your delusions. And of course, they have 17 comments all dunking on them, but it gets even worse. As Triggerpoint points out, this guy is crashing out with a whole slew of edits. Brother, if you need 4 edits to your post to try to make a point, you have lost the plot. You never raised anything worth talking about.
I don't think he even knows how to find a plot in the first place.
Just pure delusion and seething.
TK, yeah, he's the accredited historian, brother.
This is their job. It is their job to seethe 24/7. It just doesn't pay, but that's what they do. They write light novels all day and night about the evil, bad VTubers. And Kirsche eventually replies saying, literally admits to wanting to reignite a harassment campaign. By the way, my point isn't just to bring attention, it's to make this enough of an issue where backlash is too much to ignore. So here is the expanded quote here saying, I know it's easy to score brownie points pointing out obvious evil people like her, but my point isn't just to bring attention, it's to make this enough of an issue where the backlash is too much to ignore. I've personally grown tired of people like her getting away with it all the time. She can't keep getting away with it, ladies and gentlemen.
She bought a book that she knows nothing about because she was interested in African history! She can't keep getting away with it!
Getting away with it all the time because we've become so numb and conditioned to this stuff, just existing and floating around in the ether. Accountability is something people need to remember again, and I feel like I'm doing an injustice sitting and staying quiet than getting the word out there and try to spark a change even if it fails.
Trying to spark a change, like trying to get people to come to where I live again? Try to do that again? Over buying a fucking book?
And then the entire room full of Redditors stood up and applauded.
Thank you. You love me.
True, plus 31
Holy
updates.
Cornball, ladies and gentlemen. This person could pick anyone in the world to obsess over and to try to stop and to get accountability for. And he picks the Butterfox. Okay?
Butterfox.
Like, what are we doing? There has to be something more important to dedicate your entire life to. I'm too employed for this drama. Everyone is. You have to be multitudes of unemployed to genuinely believe this is a rational way of looking at not only Kirsche, but the world. Sparking change. Yeah, we're sparking change against people like this. Shining a light on these crazies to understand the kind of crazy cultish behavior you see.
Whenever you see someone's sponsor getting brigaded, it's always people like this. And so that sponsor should know to not listen to things like this. These are not people who will give you money. These are not people who will buy your product. If you listen to these people, you will fail.
Among their ilk, okay? All they're doing at this point, they're not achieving some victory. They're just getting farmed for content.
Hell yeah, brother!
I'm surprised he can spell accountability. I mean, I'm impressed as well. But that's really the situation. Unfortunately, nothing new for Kirsche. She has been subjected to all kinds of harassment and life ruination campaigns. But at this point, what else can you do but laugh at them? If they want to provide the free content, you farm them, okay? When life gives you free content, you farm it.
When life gives you schizos, make schizonade.
You farm it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I really have to say. I know a lot of people support Kirsche, and it's always nice to talk about her. Unfortunately, it's typically when crazies are crashing out over her, but content will content.
True.
Right?
And then all hell broke loose.
Did we cover him crashing out on 4chan at 5:30 this morning, getting banned and coming back for more? What? I know someone yesterday during stream said that he started crashing out on VT, but actually he was just going all fucking night? No, I haven't seen it. What the fuck? I don't know, is there a screenshot or some shit? He said I need to disavow the BBC or you a grifter. Oh my god, is he a Synthetic Man fan? What the fuck? They never have mentally recovered. That's fucking crazy. Cartoon Fox Woman presents Husbando Award in an award show to Barrett from Final Fantasy VII. Seething weirdos will never recover.
Flashback. Presenting the award for Husbando of the Year, Crazy Fox Lady VTuber Kirsche.
Hi, I'm Kirsche, and I've got the honor of presenting this year's Husbando of the Year award.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
End of flashback.
Synth sisters aren't sending their best. I feel bad for Synthetic Man, honestly. Because, like, he's gotta be associated with that. He was so nice when I talked to him. It's fucking crazy. I genuinely feel bad for that dude. And then the schizo went to complain on 4chan. What the fuck? He crashed out last night and then came back at 5:30 a.m. this morning. This guy's life revolves around me. You telling me he crashed out all day about me on Twitter and Reddit? I farmed him for American penny dollars and content. And then he goes to Twitter and Reddit after stream, seethes some more, and then goes to 4chan and seethes, goes to bed, wakes up and seethes some more. That's crazy.
Yes.
Guy's absolutely one-shot by a fox woman. I'm touched. Why does he expect 4chan to agree with it? That's a great question. I don't know. Should change his profile picture to a scuffed you. That's true. He should do that. He should do that like Bint made that comic about me. A fucking bigot berry. You respect the spurg. I'm losing to a cartoon fox on Reddit and Twitter. I know, maybe 4chan will back me up. You poor sweet summer child. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Fucking, pretty sure VT hates the fuck out of me, so it's like I haven't bothered checking in there for a long ass time. But last I knew, I was not very well liked, so that's when I figured, man, 4chan has really declined if it's literally like a chud is hated on 4chan. What is happening? Finding out you have your own autist hate watcher with no other life. That's crazy. I hope that guy takes his meds and gets better, because, like, obsessing over a cartoon fox is not healthy for you, man. It's a horrible idea. 4chan dunks on everybody. But yeah, 4chan dunks on everyone, but, when you go to a board that is anonymous where VTubers who have competition with each other can also post anonymously, it makes sense. It makes sense that Seething Feminon will post a lot of bad things about VTubers they don't want to succeed. Apparently VT and the VTuber Reddit have a large overlap. I am genuinely not surprised. Unironically, I would put money on the fact that the majority of people who post on VT are either other VTubers or Southeast Asian men. That's... 4chan is full of angry 1 to 2 view voids. Surprisingly, it's not even just the 1 to 2 views that we'll see on that board. Seething Feminon is your favorite poster, same. I loved making the Seething Feminon jokes with Peeba in collabs in the years of Eld. This is his seething post. His coping and seething post. Still haven't addressed any of my points, by the way, but since you're in denial, Kirsche had a stream a while ago where she covered a black man killing a white guy. Not Carmelo Anthony, it was a landscaping dude.
Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down?
I mean, I probably did, but I don't remember who that is. You're gonna have to be a lot more specific than a black man killing a white dude. I cover a lot of those. That happens pretty frequently, actually. She had 2 super chats on YouTube saying, Kirsche's for BBC, and she didn't call it out and didn't delete it. Are my mods gonna start having to go to 4chan and do the, like, exclamation point miss and Kirsche can't read all of your donations? She appreciates your donos, but she can't read all of them. What the fuck? Was that the jogging guy? I don't fucking know, dude. For reference, when a chatter super chatted and said Hassan should be found guilty of treason and executed, she called out a super chat, we don't do that here, and deleted the super char and probably banned him. I don't think I banned him, but also that's against TOS, brother man. Synthetic Man fans obsessing about black cock is not a bannable offense. They can do that, actually. We need to clone Kirsche so she can read all the super chats. Oh god. When hanging out with Pippa, Kirsche brings up snow bunnies and Pippa knows what it means because wonder what she's been looking at.
Okay, anyways.
Well, if you're covered in snow, does that make you a snow bunny?
that has to do with white women and black men, Kirsche. What you just said. Kirsche, I am aware of the context of what you just said.
For no reason other than that she is a snow bunny herself. Bro thinks that two MMO goblins who grew up using 4chan, one of which's homeboard was Pole, constantly having IDF threads of black. Wouldn't know what that means. Oh, good God. He's reaching for the stars, buddy.
To infinity and beyond.
She's a fat white chick. I'm a fat black man, actually. It's literally a stereotype that they become slam pigs for black guys for a reason. Yeah, but I want white children. You know, kind of precludes you from getting a white man if that's the direction I went in. This is crazy levels of This is insane. He's like, I couldn't get people mad at her for reading a book. I gotta make her audience think that she's being blacked off stream. Oh, I feel so bad for Synthetic Man, dude. His audience is probably dreaming about him getting cucked. Kirsch's a slam pig for big white cock. Do I even call it that if they're the same race as me? Isn't it just normal cock at that point? We'll fight people to the death over snow bunnies being a term for ski slope women. You'll not allow it to be appropriated for people with race fetishism. It's so fucking weird. Do you think he's watching your stream right now? Oh yeah, he probably is. He probably is. Sorry to break it to you, but if you're a big black man, you won't be having white children. I'm gonna ask Nuka Zeus for his secrets. Kirsche only gets BVC, big vintage. I love big vintage clocks. You know, I literally just said that the majority of people posting on this board are probably other VTuber women and Southeast Asian men. Why is it that Southeast Asian men have this obsession with BBC posting? Can someone explain this? When it's not the IDF, it's the Southeast Asian men, and it just doesn't make sense. Do I think he's meat in hand seething right now? He's probably like built a shrine. He's like collected stray hairs from white cats to build a voodoo doll of me. Jealousy and cuck fetish? It's more likely than you think. Genuinely mind-broken. When she watches shows with a white woman and a black man, she laughs and says things like, black men cannot resist the big booty white women. Is there a human alive in my chat right now who has not made a—
Hey, where are the white women at?
—joke at least once in their lives? But whatever, I guess you'll never address this too, huh? Has he never met a black person? I mean, probably not. Fuck, man. Pretty sure that when 4chan went down and they went to another chan with flags, it turned out most of the cuck posters were Indian. Imagine my shock. Like every time there's like a post on Twitter denigrating like white men or white women, someone always quote retweets it and show that the person is from like India or the Philippines or some shit or Pakistan. And I'm just like, that's so fucking funny. Sar, do not post origin, Sar. What the fuck is even going on that gay ass board in current year? What has happened?